The way I can imagine it is like a tidal wave over our office.
Christine Hubbard with Beck Taxi says they can't bring in extra drivers, so it can be stressful to think about a transit strike if it were to happen.
Taxis could never replace transit. There's only so much we can do to prepare. We're not entitled, based on city regulation, to add more vehicles, for example, on the roads. We have a limit and have always had a cap.
Rideshare is also preparing for transit disruptions. Uber Canada tells CityNews where there are public transit stoppages, they cap surge pricing, offer incentives to drivers to increase the availability of trips, and recommend riders try the group ride feature or UberX Share. They caution that some surge pricing may still occur, explaining it's an incentive to get more drivers on the road. We also asked public transit agencies if they plan to adjust service in a strike.
We're certainly going to be monitoring, especially in the event of a disruption, that first day, those first few days, to see if there's any significant changes to customer ridership.
Durham Region Transit Deputy General Manager of Transit Operations Anthony Pizzetti says they have 2 buses that come into Toronto boundaries and will look at how best to adjust those routes. York Region Transit, meantime, says it is also preparing.
We also have TTC routes that run up into York Region under contract. YRT pays for this TTC service, and we are assessing our response to that possible impact.
In Mississauga, My Way says it is preparing contingency plans for the Kipling Bus Terminal and Long Branch Bus Loop, 2 locations that could be impacted by a strike, including possible detour options for routes servicing Kipling Bus Terminal. And of course, there are those who still gravitate to two-wheelers. Bike Share Toronto tells CityNews the Toronto Parking Authority is working closely with its city partners to determine options to help residents get to their destinations in the event of a TTC labor disruption. The 2008 TTC strike ended due to back-to-work legislation. At Queen's Park on Tuesday, the NDP and Liberals were asked if they would support a bill mandating employees back to work.
Absolutely not. We believe in engaging in the collective bargaining process.
There is good news for Wheel-Trans users. The union for those drivers says full Wheel-Trans service will continue in the event of a strike or a lockout. In downtown Toronto, Afua Baah, City News.